VOP TV. Now, you have more than a voice.
In our nation today. I am your host, Jerry Apelehoy. On today's edition of The Issues, we turn the spotlight on the intense power struggles and deep divisions shaping Nigeria's political landscape. From Nyesom Wike's stinging warning to former President Goodluck Jonathan about the 2027 comeback, to the conditions set by the Wike camp ahead of the PDP's November convention and the fierce war of words involving Nasal El-Rufai, Dati Baba Ahmed, and NSA head talking about Nuhu Ribadu over insecurity. The nation is grappling with questions of unity, loyalty, and leadership. All right, stay tuned. After this short break, we'll dig deeper into this topic some more. Don't go away. Welcome back. Let's dive straight into today's discussion. FCT Minister Nyesom Wike has cautioned former President Goodluck Jonathan against contesting the 2027 elections, warning that the same politicians urging him to run are the ones who betrayed him in 2015. Speaking in Abuja, Wike advised Jonathan to protect his global reputation as a respected statesman rather than re-enter partisan politics. He stressed that a Jonathan comeback could destabilize the PDP, which is already struggling with internal divisions. Wike accused the PDP leaders pushing Jonathan, such as Bala Mohammed and Abba Moro, of hypocrisy, insisted that they lack the political weight to back him. He also dismissed suggestions that Peter Obi should return to the PDP, warning that such a move would further weaken the party. According to him, decisions that disregard the party's fragile unity will deepen existing crises ahead of 2027. Reactions to Jonathan's possible candidacy remain divided, while some see him as a unifying figure capable of challenging President Tinubu. Critics, including Wike, argue his return risks reigniting old wounds from 2015. Groups like the South-South Reawakening Group have also urged Jonathan to reject the cause, describing them as a trap that could tarnish his legacy. For now, Jonathan's silence keeps the political atmosphere tense as debate over the PDP's future intensify. Right, today I'm delighted to be joined by two esteemed guests. Here in the studio, we have Dr. Peter Anosike. Dr. Anosike is a philosopher, development economist, and best-selling author. He is also an erudite commentator on economy, finance, politics, and power. Great to have you join us. Always a pleasure. And joining us virtually is Elder Lekia Christian. He is a public affairs analyst, social justice crusader, and president, Niger Delta Coalition Against Violence. We understand he's still yet to join us. Well, let's start out with Dr. Anosike. Taking a look at this Jonathan story going back and forth. With the way it's building every day, are we seeing a situation where we can say there's no smoke without fire?
For me, in this situation, there's no smoke
At all?
and there's no smoke on the part of
Jonathan running for president?
Jonathan has retired and is going to stay retired. So Banda and Mohammed just want to see how to hurt Atiku. Understand me? So those people pushing for him to return are just the enemies of Atiku Abubakar. Jonathan cannot run against Bondamed Tinubu. His wife has said so, that Tinubu supported them in 2011. So Jonathan will not run against Tinubu. And those who are pushing him, that are just wasting time. Then, but for Wike, I wonder what is his own business. Because he has said that he will support Tinubu in 2027. So, what is his business if PDP is weak? What is his business if PDP is destroyed? At least that is the mandate that he has to make sure that PDP will not be strong enough to challenge Tinubu in 2027. Just like Junior Sabure had the same mandate, that to make sure that Labour Party is weakened, is destroyed, so that P2B cannot use it in 2027. So the destruction of PDP is one of the mandates that Nyesom Wike has. Unless he is thinking that Nigerians are stupid, that Nigerians don't know what he is doing. So, and for me, PDP is dead. Understand me? PDP is dead and cannot be resurrected until 2027. So those who are still in PDP, genuinely in PDP, are agents of APC. Those who are still in PDP, genuinely, are agents of PDP and are agents of APC. I'm mentioning people like Bode George, like Ayo Fayoshe, like Nyesom Wike, understand? Like Sheyi Makinde. All these people are agents of APC in PDP.
Is that fair to Governor Bala Mohammed, for instance, who is still actively in the PDP among the governors who still hold the party?
Bala Mohammed is there because he's not on the same page with Atiku Abubakar. He knows that he cannot be welcomed in ADC.
In ADC because of Atiku.
Because of
what's his relation? What really?
He worked against Atiku in 2023.
Why still being a PDP governor?
Why still being in PDP? So what they are doing, they are dancing naked in the public. So they can only deceive those who don't know. They can only deceive those who don't know. So Wike's mandate is to weaken or destroy PDP, and the same thing with Sheyi Makinde. So he is just doing all these things to deceive those who don't know.
Can the PDP realistically recover and unify if it continues to recycle and look at old people who have run before? Instead of looking, why can't they look for new leaders to lead the party?
The issue is this: politics involve big money.
Okay.
Politics involve a lot of money, and that's why this recycling will still continue, because it is those that they are recycling that still have money to run for political office. It is them that still have money to fund the electoral process. The youth cannot do it, because your salary is not what you use and run for a political office.
Definitely.
So it is those who have who have had the opportunities of stealing money, that's having been governors, senators, and so on and so forth. It is them that are being recycled. The reason being that we are not doing crowdfunding in Nigeria. So it is those people that has all the capacity to fund parties. So that's why we'll continue seeing them for a long time to come.
Does Wike have the credibility to criticize PDP unity while serving in an APC-led government?
No, excuse me. We shouldn't talk about serving. Wike's problem is not serving in APC government. It is not a crime to serve in another party.
Okay.
Under PDP, under NPP and the NPN accord, or the accord that Shehu Shagari and Nnamdi Azikiwe signed in 1979, because NPN, National Party of Nigeria, did not get enough seats that to form the government. So what they did was to form an accord. Then it was MPP, MPN accord. The same thing that is happening in South Africa as we speak, because the ruling party in South Africa, the ANC, did not get enough seats to form the government. So they have that to go into coalition with other political parties. And what happened is now that they have that to share offices. Okay, in the PDP, in the MPP, MPN accord, MPN being the party with the major seats has to produce the Senate president. Then the MPP, which is part of the accord, has to produce the Speaker of the House of Reps. And these people, they behaved themselves. So it is not about sharing an office. It is about the person behind the office. It is about the person behind the office. In 2012, John Kerry was the presidential candidate of a Republican Party in the United States. Obama won the election and used John Kerry as the Secretary of State. Understand me? A Republican Party presidential candidate now becoming the Secretary of State to a Democratic president. So there's nothing wrong about serving in a different political platform. What matters is your conduct. What matters is your conduct. You can serve in another party and still be a loyal member of your own party. Because once you are elected the president of a country, you are no more that in that party. Understand? You have gone ahead of that party. You are now seen as the father of the country, of the whole country. So there's nothing wrong, father calling members of NPP, members of ABGA, members of PDP who are credible, come and serve in my government. They are not serving APC, they are serving the nation. They are serving the nation. So the issue of Wike is that he has no morality, he has no integrity, he has no credibility. Wike has no morals, has no credibility, and he has no integrity. He is as reckless as a drunken sailor. Understand? So that's why he is misbehaving. So my concern is not that he was appointed the Minister of FCT. It is his conduct in that office, his utterances, his recklessness. So that's why I'm not on the same page with him. Not that he was appointed or that he is serving under an APCM government.
What does you say about the government when characters like Nyesom Wike, in spite of all the adjectives you use to address him, still occupies an office like the Minister of the FCT?
In South Africa, that's the Minister of Home Affairs, which we call the Minister of Interior in Nigeria, is a member of another political party, not a member of ANC. And this is what happens when a president forms a coalition with other political parties. And the Minister of Home Affairs that's in South Africa is still loyal to his own party. So Wike is just overreaching himself. Understand me?
Okay.
He is just even Wike has no morality to condemn an armed robber.
But the president.
He has no morality to condemn a kidnapper. All of them are in the same shoes.
But the president endorsing him as minister, does that say that the president endorses his character and everything that he does?
Well, that's the kind of body language that the president has. When he said that you have to snatch it, take it and run. Understand me?
Okay.
So that is it. I can say that it is a threat that the president also has.
A threat that the president also has. And anyway, the South-South Reawakening Group have also urged Jonathan to reject the calls, citing that it is a trap that could damage his legacy.
For me, Jonathan has not shown any interest in contesting. He has not shown anybody that he is going to contest, and he will not contest. So people are just
being distracted or worried for nothing.
Or they are just forming a mountain out of a molehill. They are just trying to form a mountain out of a molehill. In 2023, Jonathan did not participate in the political process. He never campaigned for PDP. He never campaigned for PDP. He never attended any PDP political meeting, campaign or anything. So he has retired from politics. So those who are saying run, don't run, are just they just want to be heard.
They just want to be heard. All right, let's talk about the situation of the PDP, where the People's Democratic Party faces a fresh uncertainty ahead of its November 15th National Convention in Ibadan, as the camp of FCT Minister Nyesom Wike has issued 6 conditions for the exercise to hold. At a stakeholders meeting in Abuja, attended by Autumn, Fayose, Ogunwaye, and as well as Ikpe Yazu, not leaving out Anyanwu and other prominent PDP figures, the group demanded fresh congresses in Ebonyi and Anambra, a new Southeast Zonal Congress, respect for the South-South Congress upheld by the court, Ekiti congresses in line with judgment, strict adherence to the zoning formula, and that the national chairmanship remain in the North Central. They warned that ignoring these demands could render the convention invalid. In responding, our PDP leaders, including National Chairman, Umar Damagum, Bauchi Governor Bala Mohammed, and BOT Secretary Ahmed Mulkafi, insisted the convention would proceed as planned. Mohammed dismissed threats from the Wike camp, declaring the party not afraid of anyone, while Damagum accused some members of sowing division despite having benefited from the party in the past. He maintained that the leadership had done well in holding the party together and would not allow distractions to derail preparations. Former Governor Autumn stressed that only fairness, inclusivity, and respect for the rule of law would guarantee a credible convention, while Damagum and McCarthy emphasized majority participation over unanimity. McCarthy added that zoning had already been agreed and urged dissatisfied members to contest positions rather than raise tension. And despite the dispute, PDP leaders remain confident the convention will hold as the party battles internal rift while positioning itself as the main opposition force ahead of 2027. John Osike, is Wike using legal or zoning demands as a smokescreen for consolidating his faction's control over the PDP?
Well, those that read the Junior Caesar when they target the Wike faction as the traitors. Understand? That is what they are. And what do you do to traitors? You exterminate them. Because these are the people that worked against their party in 2023, even though their influence has no effect, even though their sabotaging of the party had no impact. One, Ugwuanyi as a sitting governor lost Enugu State. He wanted that to contest for Enugu North senatorial district. He lost his election as a sitting governor. The same thing happened to what is named Okeze Ikpeazu. Okeze Ikpeazu lost his ward. Then there's Autumn lost his own. So what is their political weight? What is their political weight? They have no political. P2B wave swept all of them away. So, and that is what usually happens to traitors. At the end of the day, they are always disappointed because bad things will always happen to evil people.
Okay.
Then for the side of McCarthy sabotaged Jonathan in 2015. McCarthy was the chairman of PDP in 2015, former governor of Bauchi State.
Yeah.
But he worked for Tinubu in 2015, helping the APC to win. So he cannot call himself a good party man, because for me, he and Nyesom Wike are the same type of people. So that's why I am not wishing PDP well. If Wike use Omotosho or Wite or any of his judges that to stop the convention, fine and good. If the convention goes ahead and a court declares null and void, fine and good with me. So Nigerians have gone beyond the PDP.
Okay.
Nigerians have gone beyond PDP. Nigerians are no more looking at PDP for redemption. So for me, I don't care. Let their fight continue. Let them destroy each other, because they are the enemies of this country. Dambagu, if he is really a true PDP man, with what Nyesom Wike, Okeze Ikpeazu, Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, Fayose, but the judge did in 2023, he will have sacked them a week after that presidential election.
Does he even have the authority to even unify the party?
I say, if he was a true party man, he would have sacked them. Understand? Because
does he even have the power to sack them?
As a national
yeah,
chairman.
because he's more or less looking like a placeholder. Because we have seen a lot of things going wrong, going south in the party, and Damagun has not been able to.
That's because he is an agent of APC.
Okay, so he's playing the role of scattering, or
he allowed the crisis to fester, so that PDP will be destroyed. So he is now doing as if he is working for PDP. They cannot deceive me. They cannot deceive me. Damagu is an agent of APC in PDP. McCarthy is an agent of APC in PDP. So for me, whatever they are doing is none of my business. I don't wish PDP well.
All right, let's talk about the leadership of the party, first of all. Where did they get it all wrong? By condoning evil.
Okay. By condoning, you don't condone evil. A leader doesn't condone evil. You eliminate evil.
Okay.
Once you condone evil, it becomes a reference point.
What was this evil they condoned?
And now we yes on week and the five
The G5 governor.
G5 governors to stay more than a week after that presidential election.
That was in 2023 or 2015.
2023. To stay more than a week. Because they are not supposed to have stayed more than a week in PDP with what they did.
It should have been spoiled.
They shouldn't have stayed more than a week. Understand? That's what is called the disruptive innovation. You must shake people when people must know that there's a change of power, that a new sheriff is in town. Understand me?
Who would have been bold enough to do that in this PDP now? Because
nobody can do it again now because the evil has festered. It has entered into their skin. Understand me? That period, because when evil festers, it works like a worm, a canker worm. Or the more it stays, or the more it gets stronger. So for nothing will revive PDP.
could we say that in the fight to remove Jonathan in 2015 was the reason why PDP has become dead and still unable to rise till now?
Because most of them then sold out.
Forgetting about the soul of the party and the
Forgetting
future
about the party.
consequences.
Because it is PDP members that majorly made Jonathan that to go out of office.
Okay.
Most especially that's a new PDP that was headed by Atiku, Sambowa, Saraki, and others. Then McAfee, who was the national chairman of the party, that's at the time. So there's no way they can come back till after 2027.
Okay, what about when former President Olusegun Obasanjo also denounced the PDP and tyranny scam? Does that also send signals?
That was 2015.
Yes.
Because there was an agreement which Jonathan disobeyed.
Okay.
And mind you, by 2015, Jonathan was already 6 years in the office.
Yes. After he enjoyed the 2 years of Yar'Adua.
So if he had won 2015, he would have been the longest serving Nigeria president.
Who would have been there for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And to the envy of those who would not want him to do 10 years in office.
So this should, in 2011, there was an agreement that he would just serve one term.
Okay.
That he would just serve one term and the power will go to the north. And Obasanjo was part of the agreement. That you have taken 2 years of Yar'Adua, then do one term.
Okay.
But Jonathan did not obey that agreement. That was what annoyed Obasanjo. And that was even why Obasanjo has to do what he's not supposed to do. That is being on the same page with Boname Tinubu and Buhari. This has never been his people. This has never been his people. Obasanjo and Tinubu have never been on the same page. They don't reason the same way. They don't see things in the same way. Obasanjo is a pan-Nigerian. Understand? So, but Tinubu is has a lot of ethnic bias. Understand me? Buhari is a nepotist. So, but because Jonathan betrayed, Obasanjo has to go and dine with his enemies. That to make sure that Jonathan did not win 2015.
What would have been the best solution instead of fighting Jonathan? Would they have stayed with him? And of course, instead of dining with the enemy that has put Nigeria in this situation, that I will still
No,
battling.
Obasanjo felt bad that Jonathan should renege on their agreement. He felt bad that Jonathan reneged on the agreement, so he decided that, that agreement must stand.
Okay.
Understand me? He fought that agreement must stand, which is also against the interest of the generality of the people, because the disease that they were trying that to remove has become worse than the cure that they brought.
Why is the PDP leadership downplaying the Wike's camp threat when they risk legal action that could invalidate the convention?
As I said, I have no sympathy for PDP, and this is two thieves that have failed to
agree on how to share the loot.
To agree on how that to share the stolen fund. Understand me? That is exactly what is going on. Both of them are working for the same man. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Both the Sheyi Makinde camp of the PDP and the Wike camp of the PDP are working for the same person. Understand?
Okay.
So, but what is happening now? Who is to play the prominent role? Understand? That's what they are dragging now. Because assuming Tinubu wins in 2027, it is my own camp. It is your own camp. That's what they are fighting.
Okay, so as to get the largest share of the
of
the bounty when it comes in 2027.
In 2027, but both factions are working for the same Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
All right, let's go over to the next conversation where APC chieftain Farouk Aliyu has urged a national security advisor Nuhu Ribadu to avoid being dragged into the war of words between former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai and Labour Party's 2023 vice presidential candidate Dati Baba Ahmed over insecurity. Aliyu said that Ribadu should remain above political bickering, stressing that insecurity is a national challenge that should not be politicized. He also criticized El-Rufai's past kill them all approach, insisting it was unrealistic and ineffective. Baba Ahmed, however, accused El-Rufai of hypocrisy, arguing that as a key figure in the APC since 2013, he cannot absolve himself of responsibility for the nation's security failures. He faulted El-Rufai's recent claims that the government pays bandits, saying such statements indict the APC and should not be taken lightly. According to him, the NSA must treat the allegations with utmost seriousness rather than dismiss them. El-Rufai in a recent interview alleged that the federal and Kaduna State governments were indirectly empowering bandits by offering food and allowances in the name of non-kinetic measures. Both the federal government and Kaduna State have strongly denied the claims, describing them as false and dangerous. While the military insists it does not pay bandits, El-Rufai has doubled down, accusing the NSS office of politicizing national security. Let's take a look at this El-Rufai situation. Is El-Rufai exposing uncomfortable truths about security mismanagement, or is he just playing politics after falling out of favor?
Well, the issue is I will start with the chieftain of the APC who said that national security advisor should be non-partisan. But it doesn't make sense. Nuhu Ribadu is a politician. And which ab initio is a wrong appointment. Because he has run for a political office before, making him a politician. Ordinarily, a national security advisor is not supposed to be a politician. And Tinubu is the first person that has appointed one, that's a police national security advisor, or the first, not only a policeman but a politician. So once somebody becomes a politician, he has created a division because members of the opposing party will not trust him.
Yeah.
Members of the opposing party will not trust him, will not want to do business with him, will not want to give him vital information because you will not want him to succeed. So that is the first mistake that Bonda Ahmed Tinubu made. And that's one of the reasons why insecurity, instead of going down, it is increasing on a daily basis. In Sokoto, in Borno, in Zamfara, many of the local governments are in the hands of bandits. A lot of indigenes in these states are paying taxes to these bandits because this man is a politician, understand? And as a politician, you have already taken side. Then for the battle between Nuhu Oribadu and El-Rufai, I believe El-Rufai and I believe Nuhu Oribadu, because I know what Nuhu Oribadu did when he was the chairman of EFCC. I know the kind of impression that he created. I know how he wanted that to make monsters out of very innocent people. Monsters out of very innocent people. When he was the chairman of EFCC, he was Obasanjo's attacking dog. Anybody that is against Obasanjo, in principle, is corrupt. Anybody who is against Obasanjo, in principle, is a corrupt person. So that's a person, that is who he is. And now what made it worse is that he has presidential ambition.
Yeah, he rightly said that he has not discussed with anybody about his presidential ambition.
He started even before Tinubu was sworn in.
To mention and make moves towards him.
He started even before Tinubu was sworn in May 2023. He already has somebody in the southeast who he wants to be his vice presidential candidate. So he can only deceive those who don't know. He has presidential ambition, and as a national security advisor, the only way to succeed is to find every means of reducing insecurity, which paying of bandits could even be part of it. So when El-Rufai said that they are using a non-kinetic approach, for me, I feel that there is sense in what he is talking, because an escalation of insecurity will make him look bad.
Okay, and he's going to do everything to nip it in the bud.
Understand me? Will make him look bad, and if he wants that to contest, he cannot say under my tenure I will fight insecurity, because as a national security advisor, insecurity was on the high side.
Could that also be a trap at the president to put someone like him who has a presidential ambition in charge of a very delicate position?
But he was among those that rigged the El-Rufai out.
Okay.
He was among those that rigged El-Rufai out in the Senate. The security report that they said that they read in the Senate, we know where it came from.
Are you saying it came from?
I said we know where it came from.
Where did it come from?
We know where it came from, and
I don't know. You say we.
I said we know. And the purpose of that is to whettle El-Rufai's influence, so that by 2031, El-Rufai will be nobody. I would not want to contest for the presidency. Understand? That's to clear way for them.
For them, for whom? For is it for Nuhu Ribadu himself?
For them in the northeast.
Which Nuhu Ribadu belongs to?
Which he belongs, which Shetima also belongs to.
So there's already a calculation in the political play already on board. So are we saying that all of this bickering between El-Rufai as well as Nuhu Ribadu is just a political game?
El-Rufai is fighting Nuhu Ribadu because he knows that El-Rufai, Nuhu Ribadu, is among those that contributed to him not getting what he wants from this APC administration.
Not that he's interested in talking about insecurity in Nigeria. So all of this is not about insecurity that is facing Nigerians. It's all about political game between these political friends, former political friends who have become enemies.
El-Rufai knows Nigeria too well. Understand? He is part of the PDP, and that's why he was the DG of Public Bureau of Enterprise. And from there, he became the Minister of FCT. He is one of the power brokers in the North, believe it or not.
You're talking about El-Rufai.
El-Rufai.
Yeah.
He was, and he is, and he will still be. So he knows the reason he didn't get what he wants from the Buhari administration.
Okay. So
he knows he knows.
So, but how can the NSA now debunk this? Because El-Rufai has come out to say that there's no truth to everything that El-Rufai said. And
what do you expect? For them to accept it?
Is it not supposed to provide evidence to say these are the things we are doing to actually make security in the board? We are not going through this route that El-Rufai said.
El-Rufai did not manufacture anything.
Could he not have done that just to make Nuhu Ribadu look bad in all the game of 2031?
The paper that he presented, how 2023 presidential election was manipulated. Did anybody say that it is not true? Did anybody come out and say that paper does not that was forged or this thing, or fabricated? He had his contacts, he has his information.
How come El-Rufai could threaten the status quo and still remain a free man?
Arrest him now.
Is he untouchable?
I say arrest him.
Is El-Rufai untouchable?
Arrest El-Rufai. No, it's a simple thing.
What will happen if he's arrested? Because even the NSA, who's supposed to be worried about insecurity in the country, having someone making such damning comments,
they should be keeping quiet when El-Rufai talks, so that he will not reveal other things. El-Rufai has data of what happened in 2015. Okay. He was part of it.
How come he's making this comment and the whole country, everybody is just looking?
Because they know that he knows what he is saying.
What about Nigerians who are affected? Do they care about how Nigerians will feel knowing that all of these Nigerians are being used to play a game of chess?
Does the government care about you? Understand? Does the government care about you? So what they should be doing is find a way of pacifying El-Rufai. That was why when he brought up that paper, nobody disputed it. And that is the only way that to go with him, because if you dispute what he says, he will bring more facts. Because he is in the system. So what they should be doing, whenever El-Rufai speaks, they should remain silent.
Is there any way to gag him? Well, if we have people from other regions making such comments, we find out that the government is always swift to pick them up and charge them for terrorism.
No, if it's somebody from the southeast,
Who makes such damning comments?
understand me, they have said that he's calling for separation, he's a threat
To national security.
to national security, to national unity, and so on and so forth.
But when it's El-Rufai,
When it's not announced, they are sacred cows.
can the APC claim moral authority on security when its top figures are openly accusing each other of enabling banditry?
They have no answer to insecurity. They have no answer to insecurity. The only thing that they can do is what RFI said that they are doing, paying bandits.
El-Rufai has said that why not create a solution, bomb them and discard them once and for all instead of petting the situation?
But when Ihejirika was chief of army staff, Buhari accused him of using the fight against Boko Haram to reduce the voting population of the north. Understand? That he is using Boko Haram, fight against Boko Haram to reduce the voting population in the north. So why must you bomb them?
El-Rufai, who's a northerner, is suggesting that. Should he not be taken seriously? Well, but let's take a look at Nuhu Ribado's political entanglement. Is that not enough yardstick for President Tinubu, as a responsible president, to take him off such a very delicate position?
Well, there must be capacity and the political will to do things. One, he is the first policeman to be appointed national security advisor. On and on, it has been those in the core military, meaning
Retired military leader.
core military, that's the Air Force, Navy, and Army. And mind you, soldiers don't respect policemen. They take them as paramilitary.
You can hear them say that.
Understand me? Sure. They have no respect for policemen. And this is also one of the things that is affecting this fight against insecurity.
There's no synergy.
A general will not be happy that a policeman is giving him order. Understand me? A general will not be happy that a policeman is giving him order.
So you're saying the appointment of Nuhu Ribado has already called
From
against
the beginning,
it's an own goal against the fight against security.
From the beginning was an own goal against Bola Tinubu. From the beginning. Because they started with either there was one position that they gave to him before now saying that he is now national security advisor. Understand? So because when that thing, and a lot of them in the army kicked against it, don't go this way. But at the end of the day, he felt that he can do it. Understand me? So that is one of the core reasons why this insecurity is not going down, but increasing on a daily basis.
So what's the solution? If the president cannot make the bold decisions like doing what is in the interest of the people, because if the military does not respect the NSA, that's a really, really a bad signal.
Well, for me, it will take him because he has gone too far in the wrong direction. So trying that to turn and begin that to work in the right direction might take him the next 10 years because a lot of damage has been done. So what a Nigerian should do is to unite, go and get their voters card, and in 2027 vote out this government and elect somebody who will make the right appointment. That's the only way. Let Nigerians manage this 2 years. 2027, vote out Tinubu, and get somebody who will make the right appointment, who will make appointment based on merit.
All right. All right, thank you very much, Dr. Nosike. Though flying solo, unfortunately, the Alekian Christian could not join us, and though regrettably, but of course, we appreciate Dr. Nosike for being also.
Thank you for having me.
All right, of course, that's how, as the debate over Nigerians' future intensifies, one thing remains clear: the battles within parties, the struggles for power, and the blame game over insecurity will continue to shape the road to 2027. The issues are far from resolved, and the questions they raise will define the nation's democratic journey in the days ahead. I am Jerry Apeliohai. This has been the issues on Voice of the People Television, where the future faces forward. Have a good one.